The old wooden clock in the hallway ticked steadily. Every evening, at exactly 6 o'clock, 83-year-old Samuel sat beside the front window with a warm cup of tea. His eyes never wandered far from the quiet country road outside. He watched, as though he were waiting for someone, every evening, without fail. His neighbors often wondered why. Some believed he simply enjoyed the beautiful sunsets. Others thought loneliness had become part of his daily routine. But no one knew the real reason. 40 years earlier, on a rainy autumn afternoon, Samuel knelt beside the hospital bed of his younger brother, Daniel. Daniel reached for his brother's hand. His voice was weak, yet every word carried great weight. "Promise me something." Samuel nodded as tears filled his eyes. "If one day I don't come home, don't let our family fall apart. Keep everyone together." Samuel squeezed his brother's hand. "I promise." Only hours later, Daniel quietly passed away. The hospital room became silent, but Samuel never forgot the promise. For many years, he kept his word. Birthdays were celebrated together. Family dinners filled the house with laughter. Love surrounded every table. Every celebration, every holiday, the family gathered together, exactly as Daniel had hoped. Summer brought picnics. Children played beneath the trees, while grandparents smiled with grateful hearts. But time has a way of changing people. Small disagreements became larger ones. Money, misunderstandings, pride, slowly pulled the family apart. One gathering became two. Two became none. The once full table slowly filled with empty chairs. Yet every evening, at exactly 6 o'clock, Samuel placed one empty chair beside him, not because he expected Daniel to return, but because he still hoped someone else would. One chilly November afternoon, Samuel's granddaughter Emma stopped by for a visit. She noticed the empty chair immediately. "Grandpa, why do you always leave that chair empty?" Samuel smiled gently. "It's a reminder." "A reminder of what?" Samuel slowly told Emma everything. About Daniel, about the hospital, about the promise, and about the family who slowly became strangers. Together they looked through faded photographs, smiling children, birthday parties, wedding celebrations, a family that once seemed unbreakable. Late that evening, Emma quietly cried. She realized she belonged to a family she barely knew. The next morning, she made a decision. She would finish the promise her grandfather thought had been lost forever. She searched through old address books, made phone call after phone call. Some numbers no longer worked. Some people never answered. Others simply said no. Still, she refused to quit. Then one person agreed. Then another. Then another. Hope slowly returned. The invitation spread from one family member to another. Slowly, the broken pieces began finding one another again. Nearly a year later, Emma quietly prepared the old community hall. She filled it with family photographs and memories waiting to be rediscovered. Samuel believed they were simply going out for lunch. He had no idea what waited behind those doors. As the doors opened, Samuel stopped. He couldn't move. Standing before him were faces he hadn't seen in decades. A little boy suddenly ran toward him. "Great-grandpa!" Samuel dropped to one knee and held him tightly. The tears came before the words. One by one, the family embraced. Old wounds slowly healed. Old laughter returned. Apologies were spoken. Forgiveness was offered. Hearts once separated by years found one another again. Late into the evening, stories filled the room. The children listened. The grandparents smiled. The family was together once more. Later that night, Samuel stood beneath the stars beside Emma. "I finally kept my promise." Emma smiled. "No, Grandpa. We kept it. For the first time in many years, Samuel's heart was completely at peace. A few months later, Samuel quietly passed away in his sleep, peacefully, surrounded by love. At his funeral, every seat was filled, not by strangers, but by a family that had finally found one another again. Emma placed an old family photograph beside Samuel's favorite chair. On the back she had written, "Some promises are too important to keep alone." From that day forward, the family gathered every year, not because they had to, but because love had brought them home. Thank you for listening to Stories That Stay With You, The Forgotten Promise. Please subscribe for more stories. Share, like, and comment.